This is First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Shalom, all glorification, honor, and praise is due only unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, along with the bishops and elders who are guiding and teaching the lambs well in these last days. And salutations to the Ba'ath Shah Dawadah, that is the house of David, the elect, beginning with his servants, the prophets, the 144,000, on down to the remainder of the remnant, which consists of men, women, and children, believers, who are also going to be redeemed out of this coming destruction. And that's what's coming to America, aka Babylon the Great, complete and total destruction, which is going to be complements of the intercontinental ballistic missiles and the chariots of the Lord. I'm Shamar Moth. Just want to do a quick hitter on this passage out of First Timothy, chapter 6. And again, I'll pick it up in verse 6. It's verses 6 through 8. So this is 1 Timothy 6 and verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. All right, so how you get great gain in this society in Babylon the Great, all right, in this present world, all right, is by being content, man. All right, by being content. And that's something that this society does not push, to say the least. This is a very, decadent, materialistic society that pushes more, that pushes, feed your flesh, which is totally contrary, all right, to the instructions that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai gave us through this word, all right? But godliness with contentment, all right, so you got to be godly too, but godliness with contentment is great gain. So let's look up, all right, contentment real quick, right, as a noun. All right. There's a lot of people in this society, and first and foremost among Israel, all right, Israel being you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, all right, and you speckled birds, Israelite foreigners. There's a lot of people beginning with Israel, all right, who are not content, all right, and they're not content because they're seeking after the wrong things. Israel anyway, all right. Israel ain't content, and Jacob ain't content because he's seeking after the wrong things. Okay, he's feeding his flesh. He's carnal. Okay, all he's thinking about is money. Okay, and what this society can do for him. He ain't thinking about being godly. All right, but anyway, contentment, right? A state of happiness and satisfaction. All right, let's see. And some similar words for contentment, all right, or synonyms. All right, fulfillment, okay? Gratification, all right? Tranquility, serenity, all right? So we, all right, are content, all right, in this society because we have this knowledge, this wisdom, and this understanding. So we're content. All right. We don't need nothing else. We don't want nothing else. And it's getting ready to tell you why. All right. In verse 7. See, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. All right. So it really don't matter. I mean, your possessions. Now it's definitely not a bad thing in and of itself to have, possessions, to have nice things. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. But that's not what's going to bring you contentment at the end of the day. You ain't taking that shit with you when you leave here, man. You're going to die. Somebody's going to stick you in a coffin and your ass is going to be thrown into the grave, man. Hell, Shawwal. All right. For all you wicked Israelites preaching the underground hell. Hell is the grave, man. All right. Hell is the grave. Hell is a condition. All right. How is it that hell's going to be thrown into the lake of fire? I thought hell was a lake of fire under the ground. All right, but anyways, yeah, you didn't bring anything into this world, so you're not taking nothing with you, man. All right, you're not going to be buried with your possessions and enjoy them in the underworld. No. All right. It says in verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Right? So as long as we have food, man, daily bread, which starts off with this word, okay, and then obviously something in the physical sense, you know, food, all right, and raiment, clothing, all right, we're content. We got our daily bread, man. We got clothes on our back. We got food on the table. You know, we got a place to sleep. Yahweh Shai said he, as the Son of Man, one of his titles, now have a place to lay his head, man. All right. The King of Kings and Lord of Lords didn't even have he was homeless. You know? But he was taken care of, obviously. And he was content with that, man. That's how we're supposed to be. That's how we're supposed to be. But again, in this society, man, you know, the messaging 24 hours a day is you got to have more. You got to have more money. You got to have more cars. You got to have nicer cars. You got to have all the designer clothes. You know, you got to have the latest fashions. You got to have gold. And look, to stress it again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to look nice, man. Jake wants to look good. Okay, cool. But those aren't the things that are going to ultimately make you happy, man, or make you content, make you satisfied in this society. It's not. Because guess what? Somebody's always going to have more in your fucking ass, man. Somebody's always going to have more than you. All right? Somebody's always going to have the bigger and better shit. Okay? So run that race, man. Try to keep up with the Joneses. It's stupid. Where's it going to get you, man? Contentment comes from being godly, man. All right? But godliness, I say godliness with contentment. Okay? Godliness with contentment. That's great gain. Because you're about to be broke, man. All right? You're about to be broke. All your resources are about to be taken away from you. All your money's it's already gone. You just haven't gotten the memo yet. All right? So then what? Then what? All right? Your jobs are getting ready to be gone, you know? Your house is going to be taken away from you. Then what? Huh? Many of you are going to wind up in work camps. All right? Call them whatever you want. Concentration camps, work camps, FEMA camps. Then what? Are you going to be content at that point? No. Because you've spent your whole life, you know, chasing this stupid ass bullshit American dream. You weren't focused on godliness, man. All right? You weren't focused on godliness. But godliness with contentment is great gain. That's the gain in this society. All right? This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 23 and verse 6. Let not the greediness of the belly nor lust of the flesh take hold of me. That's a good prayer, man. Okay? That's something we should be praying. That the lust of the flesh doesn't take hold of us. That the greediness of our bellies doesn't take hold of us. Right? It says, and give not over me thy servant into an impudent mind. Yes. That's a good prayer, man. You don't want to be given over to an impudent mind. There's a lot of men out here preaching, all right, the Bible, teaching, preaching, you know, even coming in the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, who have been given over, Salakia, who have been given over to impudent minds. All right, what is an impudent mind? Let's look this up. Impudent, okay? As an adjective, not showing due respect for another person. Impertinent, okay? Well, there's another word. Yep, not showing proper respect or rude. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot of men preaching and teaching the Bible. Okay? Who have been given over, man. All right? They don't show respect. They don't show respect, all right, to the men who taught them everything they know through the power spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, through the Holy Spirit, Rakak Wadash. All right? They're insolent. They're brazen. They're shameless, man. Shameless. Talking shit. You know, slandering. You know, just being, I mean, there's a scripture, I think, in Jeremiah. You can fact check me. It's either the 5th or 6th chapter, which talking about wicked Jake. Now you can apply it to Esau. All right? And 2/3 of Jake over here in America. But anyways, it says, you know, they're so wicked, and I'm paraphrasing it, that they can't even blush, man. They can't even blush. Yeah, man, they're shameless. All right? Immodest, disrespectful, irreverent, insubordinate, bad-mannered, cocky, lippy, mouthy. Yeah, man. You don't want to be given over to a mind like this, to an impudent mind. All right? And that's a good prayer, man. But yeah, it comes down to the lust of the flesh. And the scriptures talks about in 1 John, the 2nd chapter, you know, that the lust of the flesh is hold on. You know what? Let me not paraphrase this. I'll go get this. All right, Salakia. All right, this is 1 John chapter 2. Okay, in verse 15, love not the world. Right, you're not supposed to be in love with this system, man. In love with Babylon, the greatest place. Man, fuck this world, man. Okay, a new world's coming. All right, a new kingdom and a new rulership is on its way. All right, wherein dwelleth righteousness. You're not supposed to love this place, man. You're not supposed to be in love with this whore. All right, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Right? For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, all right, and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. All right? Godliness, remember, godliness with contentment is great gain, right? All right? Not supposed to be out here lusting after the bullshit trinkets that this society can give you, which, you know, that time is going away, man. All right, the time of entrepreneurship, all right, and making it, you know, and hustling and getting yours, that's over with, man. All right, you about to be, you know, sent to a digital gulag. All right, you're gonna have digital money, beginning with the CBDC. All right, and then ultimately you're gonna be turned into a cyborg, man. Okay, you 2/3 anyway, via that charagma, that micro C-hip, which is the MOTB. All right. So this world ain't got nothing to offer you at this point, man. Yeah. Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Verse 17, and the world passeth away. Yep, this world's passing away. Okay, once again, all right, new world's coming, not a new earth. The earth abides forever, but a new rulership, a new kingdom. All right, the kingdom of heaven. And the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh power abideth forever. Right, and what is the will of Yahweh power if you're an Israelite male? All right, to do this work, man, to teach. Okay, to go out and teach, to preach the gospel of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to edify the lambs. That's the will. That's the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the elect, beginning with the 144,000, right, will abide forever. All right? And will be ushered in to the new covenant. Okay? Once their bodies, Lord willing, this applies to us, all right, are redeemed off this earth and changed. Okay? Remember, this mortality must put on immortality. Okay? That's to you new covenant weirdos out there, you know? That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But the point of this lesson, hey, let me go back to 1 Timothy 6.